I have some.
Reindeer.
I'll remember that for next time because I have hats that I could wear at
Doug
home.
Harper came in and bought one of mine at the store the other night, actually at about 5:30, and I went, "Well, I don't know if I want to sell this." Um, okay, so now we are going live on YouTube, and I'm thinking that when we did this before, it started echoing because I was open in two spots.
It's not echoing right now, and we're live.
Okay, so does that mean I need to close Zoom?
No, I think you're good.
Okay, so can you not hear that, Michael?
Uh-uh.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now let's just see if we can figure it out. No, I'm on two places. I can hear myself in two spots.
Oh,
Okay, hang on.
do you have YouTube open?
Well, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm closing it. So
Okay.
are you still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay, so since I closed, it says live on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes. Welcome. Once you know the phone rings, we are live on YouTube. Hey, Michael, I'm
What's
here
that?
from Nevada, Missouri. Where are you coming at from?
I am coming at you from Oklahoma City.
And what's the weather like down there?
Oh, cold, dreary, um, the whole whopping. If you give me a second, I'll look at my watch. I can't do that. Tell you what the weather is. Maybe
Well, we're getting together this fine December 7th, or is it December 8th?
December 7th, and it's 65 degrees and windy. Always windy in Oklahoma.
Okay, okay. So, and I'm quite chilly. I can see you're layered, and of course, you're inside with in a work environment, and they always keep the temperature weird, I think.
Yeah, it's always cold here at the bank.
Okay.
I like my jean jacket with my clothes.
hmm
Keep it somewhat casual, but business casual.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we are here to talk about doTERRA, the company, their essential oils, and the promos they've got going on this month, which
Yeah.
is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
hmm so just quickly, can you just run down quickly and then we'll go back over?
Yeah, I can do that. So this month at doTERRA, you can get black spruce for 10% off. If you already have a loyal or an account with doTERRA, you can get a free Douglas fir along with a Christmas ornament if you order 125 PV before the 15th of the month. If you're like, wow, I want something like that, well, and you get signed up, you can't get an LRP order on the first month that you sign up. So next month you can have a wonderful free oil that doTERRA gives and offers you. But this month it's for those that already have a an account. However, if
That's
you
why we don't like
decide
anybody to put it off.
no. I will say this though, if you decide to order today and sign up, we do have a promotion that is free frankincense if you order 200 PV. Which if you order, a kit and get started with a kit and throw in a couple other items, you're going to be easily there. Um and then is that it? Oh no, we also have Christmas items. So we have four little hand creams that are beautifully scented. I don't remember all the scents that are in there, but they're wonderful. They're great for your hands, great moisturizer. There's a Malama hand cream that's comes out for this month as well for Christmas items. Malama smells so good. I can't remember like how to describe it, but it's such a sweet, cozy aroma. It's good. They teased us with that last year and came out with Malama, and it was beautiful. Um, they also are doing several other Christmas things. They have like garland diffusers that are out, a few other Christmas items. I do want to highlight this. It's not a promotion, but doTERRA is doing where you can donate $10 to the Healing Hands Foundation, and it plants a tree in Maui. Their goal is to do 100,000 for the month. So if you want to contribute to something like that, doTERRA is a wonderful company to give something like that to. So that's another thing going on.
Yeah, if you've just got in your heart to gift somebody, that is a great thing to do this month for sure, after all of the things that were going on in Hawaii. I don't know if you mentioned and I was trying to do this morning and I forgot the word shea butter. So doTERRA has a set of 4 shea butters, and they are available in sweet, great fragrances. So one of them is yuzu and magnolia for balancing and relaxing. One is restoring and rejuvenating, helichrysum and rose. If you're not aware, rose has a high vibration. And soothing and renewing is blue tansy, neroli, and yarrow. And then I believe one of them is unscented. So the other 3 are infused with those CPTG, which is certified pure tested grade essential oils, the purest, most organic. And again, doTERRA is at their finest when they're putting these things together for us on a month-to-month basis. Again, when anybody gets this collection, $10 from each purchase goes back to that Healing Hands also. Not necessarily the trees in Hawaii, but another project. So yeah. And next time we go live on YouTube, I really should be more conscious, aware, and prepared to share my screen, Michael. Because then we could be looking at the pictures of these wonderful little gifts that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So let's go back to Douglas fir.
All right. Douglas fir is Christmas tree in a bottle. I don't think about using this one throughout the year. However, there's lots of things you can use it for, which I think Bobbi's going to share some things that you can use it for here in just a second. But what I have done with it is I have put it in my diffuser because I just like the smell around this time of the year. It just kind of gets you in a Christmas mood. And then I've also added it to my Christmas tree diffusers, drop a drop on a pine cone or a wooden ornament or something like that, and diffuse it, make your Christmas tree smell beautiful. But what are some physical reasonings to use it, Bobbi?
Well, before I get to that, in mixing it with our next one, oh my gosh, and I lost Douglas fir, black spruce. Mixing them together in a tree spray is really good. And I even use it as a linen spray or a bathroom spray or a room spray, besides spraying your pine cones and garland and poopery and things like that. But it is great for low energy and mental fog, tension and mood swings during the holidays, respiratory issues, achy things like this. And since we're live on YouTube, I'm thinking, okay, I better be really careful. The one thing that was mentioned earlier was blending it with grapefruit and some coconut oil or unscented lotion and using it on your dimply skin. And
yeah. And mix that with frankincense too, I think, was it too, Bobbi?
Maybe. Well, the book that I'm looking at is our resource book, The Essential Life, and it simply mentions grapefruit and Douglas fir, but I think Julie was adding in the frankincense. And yes, if in doubt, we always pull out frankincense. It's the king of oils. We should use it all the time, real consistently. And in fact, I've got to send a little bit of information about frankincense to somebody today. I forgot to do that last night. So it is an antioxidant, an analgesic, It's antimicrobial, it's an antiseptic, it's an astringent, it's a diuretic, it's a laxative, it's a sedative, it's a stimulant. And
Hmm.
so it's extracted from the needles and branches and sourced in New Zealand. So it is a really, really nice one to keep on hand, and it can be yours this month. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Douglas, it is only available in a 5 ml bottle, I
Correct.
believe. I
Yes.
don't think I've ever seen it in a 15 ml bottle.
No.
So let's go on then to black spruce.
Black spruce is another tree oil. It's 10% off this month. I like to diffuse it. It's a very good woodsy oil, grounding. I have used it when I'm feeling overwhelmed or need a moment to relax. I believe that's when Bobbi sent me a bottle as a gift when I was going through some hard, difficult things in life. So it is a good one to use when you're trying to just need when you just need a breather. Um, Also, you can diffuse it, like Bobbi was saying, with along with the Douglas fir. It kind of gives a good Christmassy kind of aroma. That's kind of all I got with it, Bobbi. I I don't have a book in front of me, so
Well, I do, and I actually was Googling testimonies with black spruce, and I didn't really land anywhere. It took me to sourcing stories. So just want to make sure that a person knows if you get your hands on a doTERRA essential oil and you don't know what to do with it, doTERRA has their own YouTube channel. They have their own Facebook page. You go to doTERRA.com. You can go to the Discover button, drop down to every single oil blend, spa product, supplement, skincare, and kit. So it's all out there for you to find. So don't feel lost and try not to feel overwhelmed, because if you feel overwhelmed, grab your frankincense, open the bottle, and take a big whiff of it, because it will calm the brain, calm your emotions, and keep you focused. So we are on black spruce, and it actually is steam distilled and comes from Canada. Um, Top properties: it's anti-inflammatory. It's a steroidal oil,
mm,
along with wintergreen, which I use daily. I like to use natural steroids for inflammation and things. It's a grounding oil, a restorative oil, and a calming oil. So just think of your trees as big, hefty, mounty things. And they're very grounding and sturdy, and that's how they help us.
yeah.
So
Those
um, here's an interesting one. If you feel insecure or indecisive, get your black spruce out. So I'm entertaining next week and can't make a decision. So I guess I should be diffusing black spruce, huh? Uh, in the emotions book, it is the oil of stability.
mm-hmm.
Just good in times of crisis, shock, and trauma. And again, what happens, Michael, when somebody breathes or tastes or uses the oils topically, and you would not taste black spruce or Douglas fir? You can taste frankincense.
So in the sense of smelling it, it go when you breathe an essential oil, it goes through the olfactory system, and when it goes there, then your brain tells what to do and all those reactors and whatnot. And but if you are to ingest it or to apply it topically, it goes within the cells within seconds, and then your body knows exactly what to do with it, and it goes where it needs to go. It doesn't, unlike um, using something else, but that's what I love about our essential oils is I can. It's best to get it in you if you can, because then it's inside you. If not, apply it topically where it hurts, where you're aching, where you're trying to focus. If I'm trying to use black spruce to try to calm me down, I would rub some in my hands, take a few deep breaths, just to kind of calm myself that way. And then I always go to the back of my neck or across my forehead. And why? Well, because I'm trying to calm calm my brain, or even rub it across your heart to kind of calm your heart. Those are kind of my go-to places. If I have a sore, if I'm trying to use it for an achy body or achy body part, I'll apply it to directly to the body part that's aching. So
Okay.
that's the
So,
awesome thing about applying it topically.
so on that note, before we got on here today, you were talking about a cold sore.
Oh yeah. So I've
And
been my DDR Prime, which is not one of the ones we were going to talk about today, but I've been using that because it has frankincense in it. And Lycia and Niroli, which are really good antibiotic, antiviral oils. And so I was trying to target a sore on my face to try to get that away pretty quickly.
yeah,
And
'cause
it's
if
best.
you catch a cold sore, canker sore in the beginning and get the oil on it, and the reason it works is because it can penetrate any oily membrane. Your cells are oily, and so it can have an effect on viruses or bacteria, which is outside the cell. And so,
Correct.
yeah, address it quick.
Yeah,
So even and DDR is ingestible, but
it is.
doesn't taste very good.
Yeah. It's got
Yeah.
it's kind of growing on me though, because it's
Ah,
got thyme and clove and lemongrass. I'm not a huge fan of lemongrass, but it's not too bad.
okay. Frankincense, wild orange, Lycia, thyme, clove, summer savory, niaouli, and lemongrass are what it consists of.
Yeah.
And again, it's not one we were talking about, but as Vicky was saying this morning, that it helps with apoptosis and getting dead cells out of the body, and so that there's more space to generate new ones. So
Yeah.
it's a really, really good product, and it does come in a soft gel also.
Yes.
Um, okay, so let's hop over to frankincense, which is the king of all oils. And we both use it, drink it daily. And my sister kind of calls it her joy juice. And hey, you talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to see if I can find a testimony on this one because I'm sure there's tons out there.
So I apply it a lot of times. I put it in a glass of water and drink it that way. You can just open the bottle, put a few drops under your tongue, and go about it. Sister Julie this morning talked about um, doing that every morning, and then she drinks her Meta Power, which I want to try this because she said it makes her Meta Power taste better. To some people, when they take that, they find it that it tastes a different tastes. Yeah, I won't go there, but anyways, so that's a good one. It's really for mind clarity, that's kind of where I found the great thing about frankincense is it helped with my clarity and helped me. I noticed a difference in just how my mood was with frankincense. So if
Mm.
you are needing to something to help increase your mood or help you whatnot, frankincense is a really good one for that.
Mhm.
It's also an enhancer, I would say, to anything that you add. So you have any kind of oil blend that you're going to apply topically, add frankincense to it. It just makes it even more potent and better. Um, it's a little
When I
different than peppermint. Peppermint's more of a driver when I think of the difference between those two in that aspect. But go ahead, Bobbi.
I was just going to say, when I have somebody ask about aches and pains or muscle issues, I'll say, sit down. Where's it hurt? And I get the copaiba out, the deep blue out, and I always top it with frankincense. And then I ask them to put a drop of frankincense on their thumb and just lick it, just to get it
Yeah.
in their system. Mm-hmm.
If you struggle with head issues and head tension, that is another one that's great to support like migraines and headaches like that and supports in that aspect.
So when I just Googled testimonies on frankincense oil, it took me to WebMD. And one of the testimonies was I put oil on my hip and it felt warm for about 20 minutes. So since I had a hip pain and thigh muscle aches, I put some on my upper thighs, the skin, less stress. Um, anyway, they had lots of relief from just frankincense, which surprised me that they didn't go on to say adding other things. But frankincense, um, there was somewhere else I was going with that. I found relief from frankincense on both my knees, who are bone to bone, applied in the morning, takes care of pain for 7 to 8 hours. Okay, so a couple different things. Kind of a liquid pain reliever is frankincense, lemongrass, and
Marjoram.
marjoram. 3 to 6 drops each in a capsule is great several times a day. But an anointing oil. I was having a conversation with a woman recently from out of town, and she does a prayer session a couple times a week. And she was wanting some oils to do some anointing rollers for her church friends and prayer group. And the first one she asked about was peppermint, but anointing oils, there's a whole class on the oils of the Bible. And we made one the other night at class, in fact, and it was wild orange, spikenard, which is not a nice smelling one, but frankincense, and myrrh, which is your mother oil. Frankincense is known as the father oil, but 4 or 5 drops of each of those in a roller ball is a great one to put on the crown of the head or down the spine or massage into the toes. But I think it'd be a great one to give to Sunday school class and your minister and
Yeah.
different people that you want to bless with an anointing oil. So I think I read this morning Haley was wanting to challenge herself to make sure that she makes one person smile every day and feel better about themselves. And she gives our hope oil out to many people. She has put it in a small roller ball. Our hope oil actually doTERRA created because of their activeness in sex trafficking. And so anytime that there is a successful rescue, the what's the word? The person gets a hope roller from doTERRA. And if they ever get into another situation, there is a label on it that they can peel off and get to a phone number. So it's a great, nice smelling one. I don't know. Heck, I got one right here. Do you know what's in it, Michael?
They changed the formula. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, I've got of course, it's got fractionated coconut oil, bergamot, great for emotions, ylang ylang, cananga, which I think I heard the other day is that a form of copaiba, I believe.
Got petitgrain in it, I believe.
Frankincense, vetiver. Well, maybe I have the old one. Maybe they put petitgrain in the new one.
Yeah, vanilla in that one because vanilla is not in the newer one.
And do you know, I do not. Yes, this one has vanilla. So this is the old one.
Yes, they
Okay.
reformulated the hope oil back in convention of 2022.
Okay.
So
That means I need to be using that one. And we should say for anybody new on this, anytime there is a 10 mil roller and it has the word touch on it, and I'm assuming the Hope does, yes, it's got coconut oil in it. You wouldn't want to take that roller off and put it in your diffuser because it's got fractionated coconut oil or a carrier oil in it. So, your rollers are advantageous because they do have a carrier oil and easy to use on small children or elderly people or people with sensitive skin. But they would not be ingestible and they would not be able to be used in your diffuser. Where many and most of your oils come in a 15 ml bottle like this, and it will say supplement on it if it's ingestible. If it's not, it says essential oil blend. So just watch those. If you've got, and it does say supplemental on there.
that's right.
Many oils are only available in a 15 mil. And so I'm thinking Roman chamomile, Douglas fir, interesting that Siberian fir does come in a 15 mil. So does cypress. But you just have to watch it. But if you've got essential oils in your home that you don't know where they came from, be sure and check out the instructions because, again, many of doTERRA essential oils are ingestible and they're meant to be used internally if they say supplemental.
If I'm not mistaken, Bobbi, I think the difference between whether it comes in a 5 ml or a 15 ml is just depends on how hard it is to source and how much of the plants that we use to make the oil. Like rose, for example, someone sees the how much rose oil is, they might have a heart attack, and it only comes in a 5 ml bottle. But it takes about
$275.
but if I'm not mistaken, it takes about 10,000 tons of rose petals just to make a 5 ml bottle. So it's quite a bit.
That's a project in itself.
Yeah. So, and you can find all that kind of research information in doTERRA if you go and research the oils by themselves, and through doTERRA.com.
And since it takes so much time, labor, and plant substance to create a 5 ml bottle of rose, they have created Rose Touch. So we do have it in a 10 ml, and it's very affordable for anybody and everybody. But I wanted to go back to Michael. I didn't. I mentioned that I printed this 12 days of frankincense off, and it's great to support healthy cells. Take 1 to 2 drops under the tongue, hold for 30 seconds every morning and night. Dr. Hill is a high one to recommend that, the Chief Medical Officer at doTERRA. To move Mo better, add 20 drops of frankincense, 20 copaiba, and 20 wintergreen in a 10 ml roller and top off with your fractionated coconut oil for soothing activity and fatigue joints and muscles. That should be kept in every gym or workout center. An owie spray, mix 20 drops of frankincense, 20 tea tree, which is melaleuca, 20 lavender in a 30 ml bottle with a spray top, and you're ready for any scratches or aches and pains. I'll just do one more, nurturing your nails to soften and soothe the cuticles. And everybody's complaining these days about dry feet and dry hands. Rub 1 to 2 drops of the frankincense into the fingernails, cuticle beds, or cuticles and nail beds. And so, yeah. And any of your oils are good for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I could go on and on and on and on. And again, you can go to doTERRA.com and type in and land on any blog. So anything we're missing?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to have to go here in just a few minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us, and know that you can go to mydoterra.com/Michael Walters or mydoterra.com/Bobbi Ogle. When you're ready to get doTERRA in your home, you want to connect with somebody. If you just go to doTERRA, you're called an orphan and you don't really get the education that you want. When you connect to somebody, you get us with the bottle off the shelf. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. And there's class every week. However, next week we're laying low for a couple of weeks because of the holidays. So watch Facebook, get back to us. The Zoom room number is 721-372-1023. So if you just want to write it in your January calendar, 7:30 on Monday and Tuesday night is a good thing.
7:30 Central Standard Time. So if you're in a different time zone, you'll calculate that one or the other.
Yeah. And I just want to say, if you're excited about getting doTERRA in your home and wanting to do a lot of Christmas shopping, get into it in the next 6-8 days. But there's all sorts of freebies going on. 100 is free freight, 150 they add on a free diffuser, 200 you get a free frankincense. So just connect to one of us and we can get you going. Absolutely. And thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we will talk to you soon, and have a blessed holiday.